All right. Good morning, students. I want to go over how to do the January 20 practice regions. Uh, it will take about an hour and a half to do. If you just do it straight through, it's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And you have 3 hours for a real regions, and that's usually more than enough time. So an hour and a half is what we're looking to put into this. You have 2 days to do this. It's going to be scheduled for May 26th, and it's gonna be due on the 27th. So you have basically 48 hours to get it done. And I just want to start off by really stressing, why I'm giving you this lengthy assignment. There is a very specific purpose. And the reason is I really want all of you to make a connection between the effort, the care, the attention that you put into earth science this year and what and how that translated to basically a score. Don't get me wrong, your grade in the class does matter in terms of your transcript one day. It's true, but that score is arguably more important. So if you ended up with an A in the class or an A minus, whatever, a high number average, but you bombed the Regents, well, guess what? You bombing the Regents is ultimately what goes to a college, going forward. So if you do well on the practice readings exams, and we're going to have two of them. One's going to be before a review and after a review, so we get to compare the scores too. If you score really well on this, that's for you to say, oh, wow, look, all the effort and care and attention I put in, it translated to an excellent score. In high school, I should repeat those behaviors. However, on the other side of this, if you don't do well, that's information for you to say, okay, how can I change going forward? In high school, I can't do the same thing. I've got to do something different, to get a different score. I mean, obviously, lots of things go into your score. It's entirely possible that you just didn't enjoy earth science this year. You just hated it. That's entirely possible. And maybe living environment or chemistry or physics, you love those subjects, so you just get a different score just because you like it better. Regardless, we're doing this as part of information for you going forward. I also want to see how you do. It's how I evaluate myself as a teacher. So it has a dual purpose. Let's just kind of go over how this works. There are 3 links here that you're going to need. The first link is the test itself, and that's right here. Here's the actual test. And you're going to scroll through and you answer the questions. But where do you answer the questions? You answer the questions on the Google form. The Google form is right here. Question 1, A, B, C, D. Well, the test itself actually has 1, 2, 3. That was my fault. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and D is 4, as you might imagine. Okay, so all your multiple choice answers go here. And I've actually programmed in what the correct answer is, so as soon as you hand it in, you're going to know what your multiple choice score is, which is kind of cool. And there are 50 multiple choice questions, so you'll get a score out of 50. But that's not your final score, obviously. Now over here, once you get to question 51, you're going to notice that it gets a little more challenging because now it's short response. So short response, where does that go? You have to open up this here, and this is the answer booklet. Look, right off the bat, you have to make a graph, things like that. So how are you going to do it? Well, I'm going to upload some instructions on how to install Cami. Cami is a PDF editing Google Chrome extension. And if you know how to install Google Chrome extensions, it's very, very easy. I'll provide instructions on how to do... I'm going to provide instructions on how to do that. So you can check that out. But it's very easy to install. If anything, we'll take time to do that together during the live session. We can do that too. But you have to have Cami installed in order to start filling this out. All right, so Cami allows you to edit the PDF and also hand it in. So when you're done, you can hand this in on Classroom, which is really nice. All right. So that's how you do that. And you also have your reference table here. I suggest you have a paper version. If you can print this off, have it printed off. It's much easier than having it all digital. So much of this is digital. It's really quite annoying. If you do want to print off everything, you can do that. If you want to do everything manually, like the way you would have done it for real, that's fine. Just in the end, make sure all your answers go on the Google form so it can grade it for you, and it grades it for me. And also that you have access to, again, I mentioned Kami, and I can just show you what it is like right now. If I open this with Kami, I now am in this PDF editing software, and I could go ahead and start drawing if I want to draw things. I can draw. Okay. I can add a text box. Hey, what's up? I don't like that. I can exit out, things like that. Okay. So you can edit right in here. And there's tons of editing you have to do. There's tons of things you have to do that you would do on paper, but you're doing it on here. Like there's you have to make a profile. Profiles. All right. So you have to have this, this Chrome extension. It's very easy to install. If you need any help, I can help you. If you're not using Chrome, that can be an issue, but Chrome is the easiest way to do this. All right. If you have any questions, we'll talk during the live session.